afternoon, I'm Anna Choi and I'm coming to you live from the Museum of Contemporary Art on the beautiful Sydney Harbour. The traditional custodians of this land are the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. Wherever you are, I'm so glad you could join us this afternoon. After a year of challenges, today we will celebrate the outstanding contributions that international students make to communities in New South Wales and recognise excellence in international student community engagement. As we meet our finalists from across the international education sector, I'm sure you will be inspired by their community spirit, their dedication to the international education sector and their innovativeness. But first, it's over to my fellow MC and New South Wales international student, Nayonika Bhattacharya.
Namaste and a very warm welcome to all my fellow international students and to everyone engaged in the international education sector across New South Wales and beyond. To mark this occasion and to welcome us to country, we have the Kumari Aboriginal Dance Troupe who are going to perform the smoking ceremony with us with didgeridoo master Russell Dawson.
Unlike water that we used in a Christian philosophy, we use smoke and fire to represent our ancestors, past, present. I'd like to make an acknowledgement to our people of this. The Gadigal people are part of the Eora Nation, divided by 3 river systems, the Nepean and the George and the Hawkesbury. Makes this great land. This is an acknowledgement and a spiritual baptism of all of our people, past, present, and the future.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Kumari Aboriginal Dance Troupe, for that great start to the ceremony. And now a message from the Honourable Stuart Ayres, Minister for Jobs, Investment, Tourism and Western Sydney and Minister for Trade and Industry.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the 2021 New South Wales International Student Awards. Today we come together to recognise the outstanding contribution that international students make to communities in New South Wales, celebrate excellence in the international student community and their engagement. I'd like to begin today's proceedings by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which I'm speaking from, the lands of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, and pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to people of all nations wherever they're joining from today. Australia is one of the most diverse, prosperous and forward-thinking nations in the world. For generations, people from every corner of the earth have come to Australia to seek opportunities and contribute to our rich social fabric. Indeed, the Australian experience has played a role in the development of leaders, innovators, experts the world over, especially in our Asia-Pacific region. New South Wales has always been at the centre of this story. Our state is highly developed both socially and economically, with high standards of living and one of the most vibrant job markets in the world. Our educational institutions are world class. Sydney is a global hub that serves Australia as a gateway to the world, and regional New South Wales offers rich experiences for education, tourism and employment. Those of you joining us today already know this. To our international students, that's why you've invested in your future and chosen to study here in New South Wales. That's why too, as a business or a community organisation, you've been chosen to be part of the story of the international education in this fantastic state. The New South Wales Government recognises the significant investment international students have made in choosing to study in our great state, and we are committed to making your experience here in New South Wales the best that it can possibly be. As part of this commitment, we've increased our investment in Study New South Wales, a dedicated unit within Investment New South Wales focused on supporting this vibrant sector. I encourage all today to stay connected with Study New South Wales through their website, their newsletter and social media channels. The pandemic has had a significant impact on all of our lives. For international students, it's been particularly challenging. You've navigated an unfamiliar environment, new ways of learning and the uncertainty about your future, all while longing to see friends and loved ones once again. Through Study New South Wales, the New South Wales Government worked to support international students during the pandemic in a range of different ways, from food assistance to temporary crisis accommodation and the provision of online wellbeing initiatives. Our measures have complemented the significant efforts of our education providers, businesses, community organisations through this difficult period of time. Looking ahead, New South Wales is proud to be leading the way with the return of international students to our shores. The New South Wales International Student Pilot Plan will see a phased return of international students to our state, with the first flight touching down by early December this year. We look forward to welcoming a growing number of international students back into New South Wales over the future months. The 2021 New South Wales International Awards shine a light on the inspirational international student leaders, education providers, businesses and community groups that celebrate their contributions to our international student community over the last 12 months. To our New South Wales International Student of the Year Award category finalists, the New South Wales Government is honoured to have such passionate and dedicated international students choose to study in New South Wales. And I know that the communities you represent are incredibly proud of your efforts. You are such wonderful ambassadors for New South Wales. Equally, tonight is about acknowledging the contribution of education providers, businesses and community groups that support international students to connect with our local community. I applaud the work of our finalists under the New South Wales International Student Community Engagement Award category. We've received many nominations this year and I'm deeply impressed with the quality of our finalists, and regardless of whether you end up winning, you should be very proud that you have been shortlisted. I congratulate all of our finalists and thank everyone for participating in today's ceremony, for supporting the New South Wales International Student Awards in 2021.
Thank you, Minister Ayres, for your warm welcome and for the New South Wales Government's continued support for international students. I know international students near and far can't wait to reunite with their teachers, classmates and community. We certainly appreciate the confidence and optimism your words instill in us today.
It's time for our first award category, the New South Wales International Student of the Year. This category recognises the contributions made by individual students to both the international student community and the wider New South Wales community. An award is given in each sector, including schools, English Language Intensive Course for Overseas Students, or ELICOS, Vocational Education and Training, VET, and Higher Education. There are some amazing finalists this year, Naonica.
There sure are, Anna. And they're a testament to what our international students in New South Wales can achieve, even in challenging circumstances. I know this from my experience as an international student. Our drive in choosing New South Wales as a place to study isn't only about the opportunities we have, it's also about connecting with the community here. We have some fine examples of international students among us who have become strong leaders within their communities and are here today, inspiring us along the way.
Yes, hearing their stories, I can tell there are some incredible life experiences in there, but also our finalists have made really meaningful connections with the people around them.
Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student of the Year Award Schools category are Chufe Frank Lar from Epping Boys High School. Hi, Frank. Frank has applied himself to consistently achieve high academic results while also involving himself in student leadership and artistic pursuits. Frank first demonstrated his interest in leading and supporting others in his role as a student mentor while in Year 10 and Year 11. He went on to join the Year 12 prefect body and has acted as a mature advocate for international students among the wider school community, promoting cross-cultural awareness and understanding. He also played a key role in coordinating charity fundraisers such as Movember and World's Greatest Shave at his school, demonstrating a commitment to both his academic efforts and community service. Recently, Frank was entered into the School Honour Book, which is the highest accolade at Epping Boys High School. Frank is from Shanghai, China. Rui Wang from St. Augustine's College in Brookvale. Hi, Rui. A selfless volunteer and dedicated student, Rui brings his unique perspective to challenges faced by the less fortunate, while never losing sight of his own scholarly endeavours. As International Student Prefect, Rui went out of his way to support his fellow international students during the COVID-19 pandemic, organising social activities to create a family-like environment and connect as a community. Rui helped to build an offshore program to provide academic and social support for international students unable to return to Australia due to border closures. Prior to COVID-19, Rui organised an international trip for several Australian students, heading to the impoverished Guizhou province in southern China, where they volunteered their time to benefit local communities. While on the ground, the group taught English at a local school, helped farmers plant and harvest vegetable crops, and assisted in the construction of a community study hall for students from disadvantaged families. Rui is from Nanchang, China. Yumei Zhao from Mossman High School. Hi, Yumei. Yumei is an outstanding school leader and dedicated member of the international student community at Mossman High School. Yumei has gone above and beyond to initiate changes related to the environment, gender equality, and mental health. Serving as school vice president, Yumei has used her passion for environmental activism to effect real change in her local community. She chairs the Mossman High School Environment Committee and attends the Mossman Municipal Council meetings to support environmental initiatives, including mulching and planting a local garden space. She collaborated with local schools for beach cleanups and organised multiple fundraisers for Sydney Wildlife and Clean Up Australia Day. Recently, she brought about a school policy to change single-use coffee cups being recycled, showcasing her ability to be a strong advocate on issues that affect the broader community. Yumei is from the Shandong region in China. Let's hear some more from our finalists.
I was the first international student in our school to be elected as the Year 12 prefect and be nominated into the Honour Book Award. I was very proud of it because I became the first international student that made such a great achievement in our school. The study in education in New South Wales just improved my independence, and New South Wales was a very culturally diverse and welcoming community.
I came here when I was only year 8, so I have a lot of things that I don't understand, but the people in New South Wales is very friendly. They just help me. So I think it's a great chance for my school to directly learn the importance of helping others.
Over the years as an international student, I've received tremendous amount of support from my teachers and my peers, and I was really interested to join in this vibrant, diverse community. I guess when I first started, it's always a little bit scary, but once you get out of your shell and start engaging with the community, there's a whole world waiting for you.
Congratulations to all our finalists. And the winner is Frank Lai from Epping Boys High School. Congratulations, Frank, and well done. Would you like to say a few words?
I just want to say I'm so happy and so honored to receive such an award. I just first want to thank my parents, and of course, especially my grandmother who supported me along the way. And of course, my school peers and teachers who offered me this opportunity to prove myself. And I just want to say everyone here deserves this such honor for showing such resilience and of course, unity in this pandemic to protect this sweet community. I think that's a very, very marvelous achievement that we all share. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank, and congratulations again. Thank you, Frank, and congratulations again. Now it's time for our next category.
Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student of the Year Award LACOS category are Julian Andres Mesa-Faleco from Scots English College. Hi, Julian. Julian is an exemplary student and has been dedicated to mentoring his peers during the COVID-19 pandemic. Julian has professional experience as a physiotherapist working in the healthcare industry. He came to Australia to improve his professional English skills and is often looked up to by other students as a role model to aspire to. Julian regularly assists other students with their studies, from grammar to pronunciation, ensuring they understand difficult concepts that are explained in class. He often comes into school straight from work an hour before his own class starts to help fellow students who are needing additional learning support. Julian is an active participant in group activities and always volunteers his time and effort to assist his teacher and peers. Julian is from Colombia. Bruno Prats de Oliveira from Navitas English. Hi, Bruno. Bruno has constantly kept the broader community at the core of everything he does, including his highly active involvement in the Brazilian community in Sydney, providing support and assistance. Bruno regularly meets with the community members to provide assistance with phone calls, emails, and study advice. He hopes to continue to building a network of community-minded international students to support the cohort as a whole through practical and financial assistance or with mental health initiatives. Bruno has documented his journey through the release of popular social media content through the Student Travel Bureau agency. His content features a range of topics related to studying in Australia to help demystify studying abroad and encourage people to do the same. Bruno is from Brazil. Ryoto Toyofuku from Kaplan International Languages School. Hi, Ryoto. Ryoto is a highly motivated and positive member of his school community. He has not only supported his peers during a difficult and unpredictable time, but has also a strong drive to create a positive environment for everyone around him. Between his interest in street fashion and his sporting abilities, Ryoto has embraced all that New South Wales has to offer. Although he first arrived with minimal English skills, he quickly became a star student and even regularly assists other international students with their English studies. Ryoto volunteers his time to assist those with disabilities to learn and enjoy sports. He hopes that in the future, he can forge a career in helping disabled people find joy in movement. Ryoto is from Japan. Let's hear some more from our ELICOS finalists.
I love my degree. Yeah, I love my career. I love to give my help to somebody else. I love Sydney because it has everything, beaches and beautiful places, parks, everything. This process in Australia, this amazing experience in Australia, I try to improve every day. And yeah, you can do it.
So to help the local community, it feels really great. If I could say a word, is rewarding. All the friends that I met here, they are really family. So studying New South Wales has changed me completely. I just cannot look back to that Bruno before New South Wales, before Australia.
I totally recommend that to study in New South Wales because, you know, in my school, teachers were so nice to me and they were so helpful, and it makes me proud always and getting a bit confident, which is great.
Congratulations to our finalists. And the winner is Bruno Prats de Oliveira from Navitas English. Congratulations, Bruno. I'm sure you'd like to say a few words.
Hello, yes, I cannot even describe the way I'm feeling right now, but I would like to thank everyone, my family and friends either here in Australia or in Brazil, around the globe. It's really amazing, this opportunity. It's so awesome. And it's wonderful to know that this kind of award exists because I myself, as a young international student, can see hope for the future as a bright and better place for everyone. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Bruno. Congratulations again. It's time for our next category.
Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student of the Year Award Vocational Education and Training category are Franz from Hillsong College. Hey, Jerry. Jerry's dedication to others in a time of crisis has been a testament to his convictions. Over the past 12 months, Jerry formed successful partnerships with local farmers to organize multiple short-term fruit-picking jobs for international students during semester break. The project, called Cherry Blessings, was incredibly successful, enabling students to develop their employability skills and providing the opportunity for them to visit regional New South Wales. The farmers also benefited from the arrangement as their crops were harvested despite the shortfall and availability of workers. Jerry is from Indonesia. Abish brews and printer from Le Cordon Bleu Academy in Sydney. Hi, Abish. A talented chef and selfless volunteer, Abish has worked hard to not only further his career, but also to give back to the community around him through the meal program volunteering during the COVID-19 pandemic. Abish saw many of his colleagues and peers struggle from the financial impact of pandemic restrictions hitting the hospitality sector hard. Abish volunteered at Rosetta Sydney for Rockpool Foundation's Hope Delivery Program, delivered by Oz Harvest, to produce 2,000 meals per day for those affected by COVID-19. At his recent graduation from Le Cordon Bleu in May, Abish was presented with the Excellence in Industry Award for Certificate 3 in Commercial Cookery for his eagerness to learn and a positive attitude. Abish is from India. Feng Zafakam from TAFE New South Wales National Environment Centre. Hi, Feng. Feng is an avid permaculture student who plans to use his education to improve the lives of thousands. Feng is currently working on designing and implementing a permaculture farm for a refugee community in Albury, New South Wales. The project aims to help the community achieve food security and in the long term develop income streams through the sale of local produce. Through his course, Feng completed the design of a permaculture education farm, which he hopes to build once he returns home. Feng's aim for the permaculture education farm is to demonstrate, teach, and support small-scale farmers to develop resilient food production systems. Feng is from Laos. Let's hear some more from our vet finalists.
I challenge and stretch myself out of my comfort zone, and I work hard with what I have in my head, whatever in my heart, and whatever in my hands. So I gathered 12 international students to Orange, New South Wales to work for picking cherries. We slept under the stars in the camping ground, picking cherries and getting along with the farmers. So we shared food, stories, and laughter. We had fun exploring another part of New South Wales, and it was so beautiful. It charged my soul, it charged my spirit as well.
Neil Perry teamed up with Oz Harvest to create meals for the needy, which were the international students and hospitality workers. That is what motivated me to work with him, like help people out in a time of need. Since I've been in New South Wales, I've loved the food, the culture, because I think New South Wales is like a huge melting pot. And I also love the beaches here.
So permaculture, we focus on the better futures of our next generations. It is the way of life that connected to agriculture and sustainable life. When I arrived in New South Wales, I feel that I jumped into Australian heart. I feel that this is my home.
Congratulations to our finalists. And the winner is Feng Jaffakam from TAFE New South Wales National Environment Centre. Congratulations, Feng. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes. To us, to our team, this is the symbol of international relations. Because our team from different countries, we have different cultures and ideas, but we can work hand in hand in collaboration. We make a better world together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Feng, and congratulations again. Now it's time for our next category.
Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student of the Year Award Higher Education category are Kavika Singhal from Western Sydney University. Hi, Kavika. Kavika is an emerging leader and highly capable cybersecurity and behavior student. Her passion for her field expands beyond academia as she volunteers her time for many initiatives, including advocacy for the importance of women in STEM and cybersecurity. In 2020, when the Microsoft Student Accelerator and Imagine Cup was launched in Australia, Kavika worked extensively to gain traction for the event and establish it as a major student initiative across Australia. Through her leadership, Western Sydney University became the university with the second highest student participation. Now, the WSU Microsoft Accelerator leader, she encourages and coordinates 1,500 students through the Digital Skills program. Kavika has also been recognized for her advocacy as a Young Women of the West 2021 finalist, semi-finalist for the 7 News Young Achievers Awards in 2021, and nominee for the Women in Security Best Security Student Award. Kavika is from India. Ho Yun Joshua Won from the University of Sydney. Hey, Joshua. Joshua has balanced his physiotherapy studies at the University of Sydney with dedicating time to supporting the mental health and well-being of those around him, particularly international students. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Joshua volunteered to join the University of Sydney Peer Health Education program. Joshua provided much-needed international student input and could design the programs aiming to reduce mental health stigma and encourage help-seeking. Joshua's latest project is the Granny Tell Initiative, a collaborative effort driven by students capturing older adults' life stories. With more than 150 questions received from students so far, the final product will include an exhibition and a physical book compiling questions from the younger generation and responses from the older generation. Joshua is from Hong Kong. Santha Sophie Yadna from the University of New South Wales. Hi, Sophie. Santha Sophie Yadna is an outstanding graduate who has been at the forefront of medtech development as a budding entrepreneur with a deep understanding of biomedical engineering. Sophie volunteered as a peer mentor for the UNSW School of Materials Science and Engineering, UNSW Women in Engineering, and as a promoter for Caretaker's Cottage to raise awareness for homeless children in New South Wales. Through the UNSW Graduate School of Biomedical Engineering and Engineering World Health, she spent 3 months in rural hospitals of Cambodia as a voluntary medical equipment technician, diagnosing equipment and training local staff. Sophie is passionate about developing innovative solutions to solve issues affecting human health. This passion led her to be co-founding IG Sense, a startup focusing on the design of an implantable glucose sensor for diabetics. Currently at Signature Orthopedics, she's building on a successful track record in product development and obtaining regulatory approvals for orthopedic implants in Australian and global markets. During the Myanmar political crisis of 2021, she diligently worked to raise awareness and encourage effective actions from Australia in response to the military coup. Santha is from Myanmar. Let's hear some more from our finalists.
I feel that Australia is a land of opportunities. I'm starting my career here. I went out of my way to work for my peers as well as myself, building on to the community. Every person who comes from a different background brings a different perspective. They have different experiences. We all come to a middle ground and something pops up which is so beautiful that no one could have imagined.
As a physiotherapy student, it's very important for me to be able to establish that rapport with patients. Health has always been something I really care about. It's not just physical, but mental as well. So just treating the person holistically. You can affect other people, that you can touch other people's life in a way that you would never imagine.
I got involved in volunteering because I love giving back and working with people. So connecting with people and collaborating with people is one of my strongest values. And at the same time, I can increase my skill set and challenge myself. I am exposing myself to new environments and ideas that I haven't seen before. I love New South Wales because it's a fantastic hub of awesome people, weather, opportunities, and great food. This is a place where I can develop myself and also have fun whilst I'm at it.
Congratulations to our finalists. And the winner is Ho Yin Joshua Wang from the University of Sydney. Congratulations, Ho Yin. Over to you for a few words.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the award. I'm very honored to receive this award, and everyone is so amazing and so inspiring. So again, it's very humbling to be part of this. So thank you so much.
Thanks, Ho Yin. And there's some wonderful finalists and winners in our first category, Nayonika.
Congratulations to all my fellow students for their nominations and awards.
We've arranged some very special entertainment for you this afternoon. We've been collecting the voices of some of our wonderful students and community members to form a virtual choir. We have a couple of great performances for you this afternoon, starting with this one, which I'm sure you'll recognise.
I woke up this morning, I suddenly realized we're all in this together. I started smiling, cause you're smiling, and we're all in this together. Ooh, la, la, ooh, la, la, ooh, la, la, ooh. I started walking in the city. We're all in this together. City's changing, we are changing, and we're all in this together. When we close the doors, someone remembers that we're all in this together. In the kitchen, we're all in this together. Come on, baby, I don't need to rush you. I only want to be there inside. I've got a style to open my heart. I know you think about me, shit before it sings, but we're all in this together. Yeah, I love you, when you love her, and she loves him, but we are all in this together. You know, baby, there's never been protection in all the history of human connection. Come on, darling, it's alright to show me. You don't ever need to give away what's inside. So open your heart. We're all in this together. 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 We are all in this together.
Oh, that was lovely and so fitting, especially given one of the great strengths of the international education community in New South Wales is its ability to come together.
I loved it, Anna. It made me reflect on the ways we've all been coming together over the last year. Whether it be virtual birthday parties, meeting new additions to the family, or keeping in touch with our friends and classmates. I'm so glad we were able to keep connected like that digitally. But I'm looking forward to celebrating the next milestones in person.
Absolutely, Nayonika. It will be great to see people in person again. We'll hear some more from our virtual choir later, but now it's time to meet the finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student Community Engagement Award. This award recognises the contribution of education providers, businesses and community groups that support international students to connect with the community through programs and initiatives.
There's so much to be gained by engaging with the community and industry as an international student here in New South Wales. As an international student myself, I've always been blown away by the kindness of the communities, businesses and institutions I'm involved with and their role in helping students respond to challenges and to support each other. Now let's move on to our next category.
Let's do it. Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student Community Engagement Award, Business and Community category are the International Student Health Hub, delivered by the New South Wales STI Programs Unit, part of New South Wales Health. The International Student Health Hub is a collaboration of over 50 organisations. It was formed in response to the challenges international students face in accessing information around sexual and reproductive health. The website has become a trusted source for reliable referral links that can answer international students' questions about topics such as safe sex, HIV, contraception, pregnancy, the Australian healthcare system and overseas student health cover. International students have talked about the difference the Hub has made to their trust in health services. The Hub dispels misinformation and feelings of shame. It helps students make meaningful connections with health services, and that in turn has a positive impact on sexual wellbeing and reproductive health. Today, the International Student Hub is represented by Marty Jansen. G'day, Marty. Oz International Student Hub, or OISH, delivered by Sydney Alliance and Sydney Community Forum. OISH is an international student hub which links international students to existing welfare services and to civil society initiatives that they might need. OISH's point of difference to other support services is that it was co-created and managed by students in collaboration with community organisations, industry partners and government. The focus of the pilot hub is activities that grow connections and build a sense of community. It's a one-stop shop and first contact for many students. OISH helps facilitate access to housing and workplace rights, mental health and government services, and it also hosts information about volunteering and community programs. The hub began as a physical site in Surrey Hills in February 2021, and then in July, following Sydney's lockdown due to COVID-19, OISH went online. The program now has more than 1,200 students participating from all over New South Wales, including in Wollongong, Newcastle, Lismore and Dubbo. Today, they are represented by Chaitra Harish. Hi, Chaitra. Solidarity and aid with international students delivered by Addison Road Community Organisation. Addison Road Community Organisation moved quickly at the onset of the pandemic to help vulnerable international students and migrants in Sydney to access a basic safety net of healthy, culturally appropriate food and a network to strengthen social connection and belonging. Recognising that many were experiencing heightened anxiety, stress and social stigma due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Addison Road also created Zoom Aunties, a program which connected socially isolated senior Australians with international students and migrant workers who were far from their families and home environments. Conversations with Zoom Aunties were more than a chance to speak English. They provided a sense of belonging and an opportunity for social connection for all participants. Today, they are represented by Mark Mordu. Thanks for joining us, Mark. Let's hear from our finalists.
It's a passion project for us. We're really proud of the work that we've been able to deliver with our partners and our international students.
We listened to the targeted group, we listened to the international students, and we suggested some solutions. And we went back to them and we said, how about this?
All the credit goes to the international students. It's a wonderful example of what a group of passionate, committed people working together can achieve.
I think having to meet all of these beautiful people from across the globe and seeing the strength that they bring with their cultures is incredibly special.
I see Abbey Road as a bridge between the international student community and so many organizations like legal advice, mental health advice, music, picnic, haircuts. Like, it was beautiful to see how many students were there, not only for the food, they really wanted to belong. They wanted to be part of the family.
They are contributing and building our economy and building this nation to be a better place.
Congratulations to all our finalists. And the winner is Solidarity and Aid with International Students. Congratulations, Mark. Over to you for a few words.
Look, thank you very much. Obviously, the people in the category, all the nominees are doing really special work. It's an honour to be with them today, and we're really proud of the work that we're doing and the work that we're doing with those other organisations. And yeah, we hope we'll continue to do it in 2022 in different ways, and that we've got a more positive year ahead of us. It was really lovely to hear the song before, we're all in this together, but I think we all understand that some people are up to their ankles and other people are up to their necks. And when we saw that there was trouble for overseas students, it was a real pleasure to not only help them, but to have them engage with us and to make friendships that we think are going to be long lasting.
Thanks, Mark, and congratulations to Addie Road. Now it's time for our next category. Our finalists for the 2021 New South Wales International Student Community Engagement Award Education Provider category are the International Student Support Program, delivered by Cabramatta High School. Developed in response to the disruptions of the COVID-19, this program supports international students' physical and mental well-being, as well as their academic needs. The holistic approach involves a team of dedicated staff who are available to support international students both during and after school hours. They develop a deep understanding of the student and ensure their families overseas are kept up to date with their lives. Cabramatta High School began conducting weekly phone calls to check in with international students when classes moved online due to COVID-19. The regular check-ins with international students enabled the school to quickly identify those who would benefit from one-to-one class support to help them to meet their expected academic goals. The school also develops personalised learning plans to set goals and track improvement with students. The program highlights Cabramatta High School's commitment to supporting international students, and it provides a template for other schools to draw upon. Today, the program is represented by Lachlan Erskine. Hi, Lachlan. The Lifetime of Learning Guarantee, delivered by Kaplan Business School. The Lifetime of Learning Guarantee invites alumni to register for classes offered within the course they graduated from. Each trimester, alumni are given access to hundreds of topics they can choose from, and they can attend and follow as their schedule allows. Lecturers are trained to call on alumni in attendance to share their practical experience with the class. The Lifetime of Learning Guarantee program gives international students ongoing access to content relevant to the course that they completed when they go home. And the program also addresses the needs of current international students by increasing networking opportunities and providing insight into industry. When international alumni join classes, current international students can see first-hand evidence of career success. This gives them the confidence and inspiration to pursue their own goals. Today, the program is represented by James Andonopoulos. Hi, James. Univative 2020, delivered by Macquarie University. Univative is an industry competition where teams of students from different universities compete to create the best solution for a problem or challenge proposed by an industry partner. To foster relationships between local and international students and develop employability skills, teams are multicultural and interdisciplinary. The intense 4-week program provided much-needed bonding experiences between students, career services and industry partners at times of uncertainty and social isolation. As part of their projects, the 52 student teams were required to produce videos on their presentation and team journey. Many submissions included reflections on the friendship and mutual respect built through working together. Univative is working as a consortium of universities, with Western Sydney University being the latest addition to the initiative in 2021. Today, the program is represented by Serene Lynn Stevens. Hi, Serene. Let's hear from our finalists.
We often have teenagers who are away from their family and away from their sense of connection, and it's having all those support structures in place, looking after their well-being, having the support there of counsellors and year advisors. Some of our international students are some of our high achievers, and we've been able to enhance the education and ability of those international students.
New South Wales is a place where international students are genuinely supported. We look at them as people who are enrolled in a particular qualification because of the difference it will make not just to them, but to their loved ones and to their communities back in whichever country they've joined us from.
Unnovative is an intercultural, inter-university problem-solving competition, leveraging cultural diversity to solve problems in businesses and in our industries.
Giving international students these opportunities to bring their perspectives into the workplace and solving actual business problems, it's just such a pleasure to work with them.
International students, I find them to be thirsty for learning, for knowledge, for experience. The loyalty that they have, the commitment that they have, the willingness to learn.
Congratulations to all our finalists, and the winner is International Student Support Program delivered by Cabramatta High School. Congratulations, Lachlan. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, thank you. It's it's a great honour and privilege for the award, and it's great this afternoon to hear about all the different programs organisations are providing for international students, particularly during challenging times. I'd like to thank all the staff here at Cabramatta High School, particularly Debbie and Lynn, who are really passionate about looking after wellbeing, looking after international students. And it's been a challenging couple of years for all of us, for all organisations with international students. And look, I think we've got exciting times ahead as we welcome back many more international students into Sydney, into New South Wales, and deliver them a fantastic education. Thank you.
Thanks and congratulations again to Lachlan and the team from Cabramatta High School. Now join us for another wonderful tune from a virtual choir. We know you'll love this one. Enjoy.
Like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again. Do you ever feel it's okay to think like a house of cards moving in? Do you ever feel already very deep, 6 beyond the streets and no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? There's a spark in you, and you just gotta ignite the light and let
wonderful performance brings us to the end of our proceedings for the 2021 New South Wales International Student Awards.
Oh, what a year it has been, Nayonika. Once again, congratulations to the finalists and winners across all categories. The initiatives and achievements showcased today are great examples of the dynamism and resilience of international education in New South Wales. As this challenging year draws to a close, I hope that these stories give us a sense of optimism as we approach 2022.
Thank you to the New South Wales Government for offering us a world-class education, valuable job opportunities and the chance to belong and contribute to the wonderful communities across this brilliant state. Through the range of initiatives offered by Study New South Wales, you have helped us achieve our best every step of the way. We're so proud to be a part of the New South Wales story. And finally, on behalf of all international students, thank you to our families, our friends, our home countries, and every person who has taught, inspired, supported, and encouraged us along the way. You have all played a pivotal role in our journey. Thank you all for joining us. Good afternoon.